Welcome to Chalk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ,
podcast,
one comedian, two other guys.
Chalk and Cheese.
Come on.
Begging it.
I don't know, man. I'm a jack.
Role playing.
No, but yeah, I see that today on your live.
Chris say I'm about gimp suit. Chris say I'm about gimp suit and one of the strap them we put this up.
That's what you see. Oh, so you replayed your shit, buddy. Stop telling me what you do.
Chris, are you that?
Now I'm just seeing what Yardie looks like with a ball in his butt.
You see, you know what? Orange me have you put ball.
Nah,
boy.
Brother, is it true? You're into that shit?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What, all that? No, I'm into beating up women. No, I'm joking. No, like sexually. Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta change it up, man.
I'm asking. I ain't judging you. Like, if you're into like role playing and shit.
Yeah,
but do you ever play? All right. So
I love a role play, fam.
Yeah, but when you role play, yeah,
man, get fed
do
up.
you ever play a tall person?
All the time.
What do you do? Like, what do you still?
That's the only time. No, I'm joking. Nah, man, you gotta just be different things. It could be cops and robbers. It could be I'm a doctor. It could be just dominate. I'm a dominator. You get me?
But do you ever get dominated then?
Nah, not like
liar.
Nah,
you're liar.
The way you said nah, pointed it out.
A woman could put their like handcuffs on me and that and all of that.
What about if you put a finger up in your body?
No.
I'm
not gonna lie. Kane, you over the last few weeks, yeah, you've said that exact same sentence about 5 times. Yeah.
Lies.
Kane, are you the?
Kane, you're moving a bit funny, fam.
Kane, are you the batty man? Do you like things in your batty?
No, Christopher.
Oh,
but you're into kinky stuff. I was asking if you let a woman. Have you ever let a woman put her finger in your batty before?
Never.
Swear on your life.
I swear on my life. Life itself.
Life. Spell life.
You've never let, but have they done it by force?
No. No. What about you lot?
No,
brother.
Yardie.
You see how quick we answer? No.
Yardie's like, just put your little pinky finger. Just the little pinky one.
Y'all put them whole foot in yours.
Anyway, listen. Episode 73. Welcome. Talk and Cheese Podcast. As you can see, Dizzle's not here again. I think he's more active. He's more active on quarantine than he was in real life. But yeah, so probably be joining us sometime throughout the podcast. But you know the thing's set already. So the man I'm here, episode 73.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we're there. Yardie,
Yo.
you job this, you know.
What go on? There upon the goal this side is it. Gaza for life. Gaza, we say.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no house in the gully that has that curtain. None. that is
right.
That's Little House on the Prairie. You're on the prairie.
You're right.
Man say gully. You know
Not
what
a curtain.
It's a blind.
Not a curtain.
What is it?
It's
A
a
blind.
blind.
It looks like a tablecloth stuck on the wall.
You're right. It's not a tablecloth. It's a blind.
All right. Well, anyway, everything good. All right, take it away.
Your face look like tablecloth.
Ah, yeah. Oh, Dizzle. Oh, Dizzle's here. Dizzle is here. Because that's a Dizzle joke. That is a Dizzle joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your face look like Corona.
Yeah. It's a Dizzle joke.
All right, so go to
So are you anchored today, Yardie?
Yeah, but he just wants to suck off the orange first, innit? Man, yam out the orange. Oh, boy. All right, Yardie.
Okay. All right, so episode 73.
So episode 73. Hello, everybody.
Yes, well on.
Episode 73.
He's jarring, you know.
I know. Annoying little shit, man.
Yo, Orange are nice, huh?
You man made me stay up for
quarantine.
this.
Hello?
No, listen.
All right, so listen.
Yeah.
Sorry about my orange. But it's nicer on this podcast right now. So listen. First place I'm gonna start is...
You got a piece of white something on your lip.
Start watch man lip. Thank you.
Well, it's a bit hard not to see. It's right
What?
up in the screen.
Brother, just stop that. Stop that.
Okay, sorry. Look like a tagpole.
Man say it's a bit hard. Yeah, boy. The boy are funny, you know, you. The boy. Anyway, it's a tricky one. I think which part to start. Should we start serious or start okay and then get serious?
Serious. Always start serious.
You get the shit.
Sure?
Yeah, get the serious shit out of the way and done with.
All right. Obviously, we all have seen what has happened recently in America with the cop. Not even the cop, the murderer that works with the police force killing the black man in broad daylight while cameras are out. It's not new. Obviously, it's not new, these things happening, but it's more shocking when you're seeing the videos and how the person who is doing the killing is just calm and casually doing it.
Just blasé.
And also the after effects of the response from the officials. Why does it take the whole world to say this is murder, and then you cannot see it until late, or sometimes brush it under the carpet as finding reasons to why that happened? You know, I think is like, obviously it's very tragic, and I feel like it's not even can't put this right here. Like it's never, I don't feel like there's ever gonna be an end to this until I don't even know, until like maybe the government of even America, which I don't think the Trump is gonna be the one. It has to be the next prime minister who is gonna come in power, really investigates their police force and wipes out the racist people they have working in that force. You understand what I mean?
You never know how racist someone is, though.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is for example, yeah. If I give an example, you see Trump right now. Remember, elections coming up soon, right, in America. And he needs votes. If he was a smart man, he could make examples out of these policemen. You understand what I mean? Which, if we have to remember, you know, if you're, remember as a child, you know, if you're doing something, right, and every time you do it, you see other children doing it and other children doing it, and there's no repercussion from it. There's no discipline from it. There's no punishment from it. Yeah. The other children are just gonna follow. However, if there's starting to be punishments put in place now, where like these policemen are sentenced to life in jail, I guarantee more police will start thinking about it next time, saying, you know what? Whoa.
Yeah, of course.
That's never happened before. You understand what I mean? So we need to stop this now. Now, anyway, like what we witness, the world that we witness is not normal, man. And it took it, like I watched it one time, I couldn't watch it again. One time I watched the video, I couldn't watch it again because I couldn't believe what I was watching. I know we've seen it before with the other guy who said he couldn't breathe. Sorry, I don't remember all the names.
Eric Garner.
That's it, Eric Garner with the, you know, he can't breathe. The guys that they've shot as well. But this one is literally the way he had his knee on the man's neck and just casually looking in the camera, like he knew what he was doing, he and did not have no remorse and care about this. It was crazy, man. And obviously there's been a lot of what's it called? There's been a lot of knock-on effect now where
other videos being released.
Yeah, but also there's people now protesting, and there's been looting, which obviously pictures have come out, videos have come out, and it's a big conspiracy about the whole looting situation right now. I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be a stance, and I feel like this is last thing I'm gonna say on it, and then obviously we all can talk. All you guys can talk as well. Is I just feel like white people around the world, in higher power, in celebrities, and also in big companies and that, they need to make noise as well, because we know that black people are classed as the black race is classed as the minority race in a lot of places, right? And it seems like because of that mentality of they class it as minority, that because the minority is making noise, it's not important there. So white people need to now take it up and say, you know what, no, this is wrong. I have work colleagues, I have friends that this is affecting. We need to make noise as well. We as a people, human beings around the world, need to make noise to say this is wrong. America, your system is wrong. The police system you have over there is wrong. The way you're dealing with the black people in America is wrong. And it needs to change. It does. It really does need to change. So, yeah. So that's what me want to say still, but yeah. So,
anyone else
your views and opinions?
Yeah.
Go on, Ceesix.
Brother, this thing has hurt my heart, bro, because it's happened before, and it doesn't feel like it's ever gonna stop, because the whole system is fucked. The whole system is fucked. These officers have a backing of a system, and they have a backing of a system that doesn't respect us, that looks down upon us, and therefore dehumanizes us. And therefore, I personally feel that I don't think that guy had intentions of killing this guy personally. But I tell you what I think he wanted to do, and I think he does it all the time, every day, is go out, and when he's arresting black men, he put his knee in their neck and push their face in the ground and dehumanize them and bring them as close to death, and then just fling them in the van kind of situation, you know, like beat them. Because I don't think he intended for him to die, because then this kind of stuff will happen and he will get called out. So they do those things every single day. They beat them and they dehumanize them, and they don't look at us as equal. They don't look at us as humans, and that's why they will do those things. And the system backs them. His rap sheet, his record is terrible, that officer. Do you get what I'm saying? But they get away with it. I want us to be outraged forever until it stops. I don't want a 2-week outrage and then it done. I don't want no social media campaign for a week or two and then it done, until it happens again and then it sparks up. Like, we got to be, like, I want everyone to be outraged forever until it stops. You get what I'm saying? And unfortunately, sometimes you gotta fight back. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta fight back. It's so easy to say, oh, if you attack another officer, it's not them, they're innocent. I understand that, and I'm not advocating that. But what I'm saying is, I do think that it's time that you know, that they don't respect us. They don't respect peaceful protests. They don't respect any of our leaders. They don't respect any of our people in power. And therefore, some people are going to have to feel it in order for it to create some noise. They're gonna have to feel it in their pocket. They're gonna have to feel it physically. Some people, that's just how it goes, and they're gonna have. There has to be repercussions. Do you get what I'm saying? So, even if they send this guy to jail, they've arrested him. Like, this is the latest thing that I've read. They've arrested him, but it's 3rd-degree murder. Now, I don't know what 3rd-degree murder is. I did a little research, but it's only in 3 states in America, one being the state that they're in, and manslaughter. How do you arrest someone for 2 things? For one person? How can you be arrested for 3rd-degree murder and manslaughter? I'm not sure how this judicial system in America works, but either way, whatever happens to him, it's not justice. It's not justice because the system is flawed. Do you get what I'm saying? It's tragic. It's tragic. It's tragic. It's tragic. And there's not a lot that we can just keep talking about because we can't change the system overnight. But I definitely feel that every person needs to see, like what Yardie said, but every person needs to see that there's this injustice and not be afraid to use any platform you have, not be afraid to go on any protest, not be afraid to call people out, not be afraid to expose people that are doing this. Just everybody singing off the same hymn sheet. And I think, I don't know whether it will cause a major change, but at least some change will be caused. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. That's what
the thing is, yeah, Ceesix, I heard what you're saying about we should be outraged forever, but this has been going on for so long and we don't. It's like we forget. When it's fresh, that's when everybody's up in arms and making noise and feeling away. And when Eric Garner got killed, this is how everybody felt, you know. But this one, for some reason, it seemed more sinister. It seemed more sinister. The way how he was just casually, like, just kneeling on his neck with his hand in his pocket. Like, that resonated. That made you think back to days when they could do that legally. And it wasn't a police officer now trying to restrain a guy. Now it's a white guy trying to exert his authority on a black man that in other circumstances he probably would have found intimidating. But now he's in a position of power, now he's going to abuse it. I agree with you, that wasn't the first time that he's done it. That's something he does regular.
Yeah.
He does that regular because he was too comfortable with what he was doing. He was so relaxed and nonchalant about it. He does it all the time.
Yeah.
And his rap sheet, like you said, I think the Chinese guy, they settled an out-of-court settlement in 2017 for something that he did. And there's a couple other things on his record as well. The main guy, he's got a few things on his record. But no one's really talking about the other 2 guys who were also on him.
Yeah.
So there's 3 people on him. The man's handcuffed.
There was 3 on him, and the Chinese guy.
That's right.
Him. Yeah.
So, but I don't understand why they haven't charged all 3 of them. Because if I go and kill somebody and you 3 are with me, joint enterprise.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying about the American judicial system. Because
they do that in America as well.
Yeah, but every state has their own law, and that's what I said. What's this state? How do you pronounce this state?
Minnesota.
Yeah, they are the only people. They're one of the only states that do 3rd-degree murder. So each state,
I think 3rd-degree, the maximum he can get is 25 years. I think, or 20 or 25 years is the maximum he can get.
Yeah,
for 3rd-degree.
Yeah.
The problem is, like, you see, if the public didn't make any noise about it, they wouldn't have been sacked. If there was no video footage, they wouldn't have been sacked.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have arrested him, obviously. Now, because they said a lot of cases to do with police killings takes about a year before they can get a conviction, before they can get them to court to say, oh, we're going to charge you for something. This is happening in this short space of time because of the noise that's being made. Now, when you watch the video and you see the man on the floor, how can a man he must weigh at least, 13, 14 stone?
At least.
The man had his whole body weight on the man's neck. And he knew. How can you not know? You know, like when you're playing fighting with somebody, you know when you go too, when you're pushing it too far and when someone's struggling.
Yeah.
He knew.
Yeah.
He wanted him to possibly go unconscious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think, as I said, I don't think that he wanted to kill him, because I think he wanted to do that tomorrow to someone else and then do it tomorrow to someone else. I think that's his game. And this time it's gone too far. You know, when you get a bit too rough and
a bit too comfortable.
Yeah, because he died in hospital, isn't it? Or on
no, what happened was, I heard what you said about he died in hospital. They confirmed his death in hospital.
Oh, okay.
But this is the difference. They tried to make it like, oh yeah, when he left the scene, he was okay. No, he wasn't. He had no pulse.
Yeah.
But they tried to revive him for an hour.
Yeah, and they couldn't resuscitate him, and they gave him.
Couldn't resuscitate him. So he killed him right there on the ground while the person was filming. They killed that man.
Yeah. There's a bit of
even when the man weren't talking, even when the man weren't moving,
he didn't stop.
He still had his knee on him.
Yeah, he didn't stop.
I feel that. I feel that with this whole thing, yeah, you lot have said what you said, so I'm not gonna sort of go over it. It's very tragic what happened, and I think sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. I truly believe in that. Sometimes I don't think we can be too nice about the situation. So to be honest, when I hear shit gets burnt down, I'm like, well, they're angry, innit? It's meant to happen. Like sometimes you have to make a statement. I feel that like the way they look at us is so crazy, blood. That's what gets me angry, is that they really think we're worse than animals. Do you get what I'm saying? And what can you do about it, bro? Like I said, I'm not gonna go over what you man said. It's just tragic. Like, do you feel? But what I want to ask you lot is as well, do you feel that you should fight fire or do it peacefully?
No, man. For me, they've been doing it peacefully for too long with other situations. And this is the issue what I have as well. Because I was even thinking about it today. What they do with the families, always, they get police to coach the families and say to the families, please tell the general public, calm down. We don't want any of this. We don't want any violence. We don't want none of this. So then it looks like the family are saying, listen, guys, stop. Like, there's more important things. But they don't listen unless you start affecting them in other ways. If you don't affect them in other ways, financially normally, then they don't listen. Everything takes long. Then everything gets swept under the carpet. Everybody needs to keep pushing until there's a resolution to this. All four of the police officers.
You know what I think, something that they should do in America is, you see the police force itself, all the black police officers, all the Hispanics, the Mexicans, all of them, like all the non-white ones should not go work. Should say, we cannot support this. We cannot be out here trying to do good while our colleagues are doing wrong. And if there's white officers as well that know that it's wrong, they should do the same as well. Like literally just form a whole thing together and say, listen, tomorrow we're not going to work.
I feel like
we're gonna go protest. Sorry, we're gonna go protest.
Police can't strike, you know. Police can't strike.
They can't.
No.
Why losing job?
Yeah, I'm not sure about America's law, but police can't strike. Obviously.
But hold on. Do you feel that maybe just if that's the case, but do you feel they could sack so many without having replacements? I feel.
Do you know what? To be honest, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think that's the answer. You see when you sign up to be a police officer, yeah, there is arguably some people that is their chosen profession and they take it serious and they're there to serve and protect, and they take their what's they call it, the pledge and their
oath, pledge of allegiance,
pledge of allegiance, and their oath, and they take that very, very seriously, and they are there to serve and protect. And if they were to all step down for a day, opportunists that are not even gonna take this matter to serious, just the opportunities that will put other people in danger. It could just cause the wrong type of knock on it. It can spiral out of control. Do you get
that's probably what they need. They need stuff like that to show that, okay, we're not working, this is what happens to your country, your cities.
But a couple of
and we cannot sorry Chris, and we cannot work knowing that you have racist people working for you that are killing innocent black people.
I think it's the system. I think it's the system. Because remember, the problem is it's not actually listen, these officers are doing it and they're getting away with it from the bigger heads, which means the bigger heads are the actual problem. Because if the bigger heads weren't the problem, as you said, that Fed would be wrapped up, life in prison, no parole. Like America do their mad sentences, like 485 years. He'll be locked up, but they're not doing that. So the bigger heads are the actual problem. The officers are a part of this big system, and they're the frontliners of this big system that are being allowed. This, remember, when you look at the Trayvon Martin case, and this case in March with the jogger, these guys are not even officers. That Zimmerman, he's not an officer, but he killed a guy and he got away with it. And these guys that in March, what's happened to them? I'm not even sure what's happening with their case.
They've been arrested.
Yeah,
they've been arrested.
Yeah, but we're now in June. But what's
happened? And the third man has been charged. The third man has been arrested.
The guy who filmed it, they've arrested him.
Yeah, but he helped box him in.
Okay. But what's been crazy is that I've seen so much videos now of racist police things being released this week. Like I saw one where the woman was parked up and she said, "I don't want to put my hands down because I've seen what you do on, the video cameras and stuff."
Yeah.
And it was a white lady, and then the white policeman turned around and goes, "But you're not black.
We don't do that.
We don't do that. We only kill black people."
Yeah.
Like, I saw one in England where the guy was doing nothing, just chilling outside his estate, asking what he's doing. "Okay, we feel that you might be having drugs." So she touched his hand and he said, "Hold on." And then she just got mad. Then she took out her handcuffs and handcuffed him for no reason. So all of those things have pissed me off this week, blood, and it rages me, fam.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not sure about the video in England, but the video about the white lady, that's been going around for years. So my point is that we just need to maintain this, and I think a part of the problem is because of the way the world works in terms of news, media, social media, and just that everything is here today, gone tomorrow.
But I believe
they just got to ride out the storm. Remember, this isn't the first set of riots. Rodney King riots. They just have to ride out the storm, and and then something will happen, and then everyone will move on, and that is the problem. We got to stop moving on. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you go down the list of people and the list of outrage and the list of everything, this same energy that we've got now, we've had so many times, we just need to keep it at all times. We have to keep it.
But you know what? I agree with Kane now, man. Because remember that time I was like, "Nah, fuck the police." But I do see what you lot. In fact, all of you, when you said you need more of us in the police force, because there was a black guy, American guy, police guy. Did you see his video when he?
There's two of them.
Yeah, he put them in their place, and you need more of that, like people working in the system to not have it, because basically he's a policeman, but he's standing up and saying you're a prick, basically.
As if he's taking that job as one of the guys I said earlier that actually really wants to affect change, and he's taken that job and he's inside the system. If he doesn't compromise who he is as a man, he would never let that happen. And if he was one of the 4 officers there, that wouldn't happen.
That wouldn't happen.
Because he would stop him. Can I just ask you a question? Because there's been something going around. There was a video of, like, I think it's a rapper, and he was like, "Why are you filming and not helping? Why are you filming and not helping? Why you, like?" I think that's the song. Let me find it.
Yeah, let me see it.
Just to give you a bit of context, because
basically he was you
seen it?
Yeah, he basically made a song.
Yeah.
like basically saying, put your phones down. You see the man killing the man. Why you're not stopping it? Why you're not rushing the cop?
But
all
you know
of these
what?
things. Now, I had this conversation with somebody. I had a conversation with my partner, and I also had a conversation with somebody on Instagram Live about this. And I said, it's very easy for us to watch a video and commentate on what I would do if I was there. And if I was there, this couldn't happen. And but when you're there and you're in that moment, living in America, I've never lived there. So I cannot know what it feels like to live in America and live with their system and how it works. However, you will think in your mind that if I intervene, I could die. They might say I attacked them and shoot me.
Yeah.
It could escalate because you didn't see no guns being drawn. You know, as soon as you step in, they could draw their guns and shoot you. Yeah. And then they will have reasons for shooting you.
You see the one where they pushed down a 90-year-old woman?
Yeah, them not care.
The man was on the floor crying, please don't shoot me. He literally was crying. And his hands was up. He showed he had nothing. He's laying there. There's about 15 of them, all pointing a gun at him. And then the grandma just comes out and starts praying for a grandson. That's praying. And then the police, one of them come and knock her down on the floor. She passed out, but she was okay. They had to take her to hospital to see whether she was all right. But it shows how much they don't give a flying fuck when you're black. It's mad. They, like I said, it's an animal thing. It's worse than animals, fam.
Do you remember when I was saying, when we spoke the other day and they were talking about living in America? Remember a couple of weeks ago on the pod, and I was saying that in America it's mad because they have crazy opportunities for black people. Like the spectrum is crazy. You can be really rich and successful and own this company and do amazing things. And now, or you can just get killed when you get on a routine traffic stop. Do you see what I'm saying? It's so mad. Like the contrast of America is mad. And I feel like one of the things that I've been hearing, which is really starting to get to me, is that they're saying, oh, well, we should stop. We should, focus on ourselves and stop killing each other and all of these. The fact of the matter is, this problem is bigger than we know. It's bigger than us. The reason why we kill each other is because we dislike each other or we view each other in a certain way. Why is beyond us. Why is beyond us. The reason, the way we view ourselves is the way that they view us. And it's systemic. It's been pushed from the start.
It is bigger, and it's people who say that that's not the case. With this situation, it's basically years upon centuries and centuries of what they've been doing, and it go back to from like what Kane said, when they could do it legally, like when they could had lynch mobs that go around and would kill black people. When black people weren't allowed to in America to go in certain shops or certain stores, or weren't allowed to sit in at the front of the bus, or weren't allowed to do these things. And so over time, obviously, where things have got better, but it's all it has is that the racist people have just find other ways of still being able to do what they need to do, or that way with power. And that's all it is, because there's a lot of them racist people that join the police force with one thing on their mind. They're going out today to hurt black people.
You're right.
They don't care.
Right. This is the thing, and this is the big problem. Any part of society that's got a big issue, so like pedophiles, it's not coincidence that they find themselves in jobs that they can take advantage of young people, vulnerable people. Same thing with racists. It ain't no coincidence that they find themselves in a job where they have the power to be able to abuse it and say that it's legal.
That's right.
So the whole thing, it upset me so much this week because I got all boys, and I think to myself, if that was one of my children that this man did that to.
Time to Kill. Have you seen that film? Have you seen that film?
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it's a time to kill, blood. That's a time to kill. You have to.
But you know what? You know one thing we have to always remember. You see, America. A lot of people compare us and our struggle and the things we've been through in England to America, but there's a big difference, yeah? The difference in America is that the black people in America are descendants of the slaves of America.
Yeah, 100%.
The white people in America are descendants of the slave owners in America. So there's mentalities that have been pushed down. Some of these people, like some of the youngers are really cool and they got friends and they go to college and they're cool with every black person and they got loads of friends, but in their grandparents' house, they've got pictures of their granddad that used to be a slave owner. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's in them. And this is why.
But also there's places in America right now, if you go there, they still have that mentality.
Yeah, of course.
The whole town
has
that mentality.
Alabama.
You're not supposed to be around here,
South.
boy.
What are you doing down there, boy?
What are you doing around here, boy?
Yeah,
You're not from around here.
You're not.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's
they
real
have
shit.
that mentality where for them it's like they would just kill you straight away.
Yeah.
And just make up something. Oh yeah, they were trespassing.
But that's why.
Go on. Sorry
to cut you. But that's why when Yardie was saying, "Oh, Trump should do something because obviously the election is coming up." Trump supporters are racist. Trump is one of them people that advocates the police force and never holds them to task. He ain't gonna do fuck all about this. He ain't doing nothing, and it's a shame because it's blatant. And yesterday, you know, it was only today that they charged the guy. Yeah, yesterday, the prosecutors were saying, "Oh, at the moment we don't have enough evidence." Yeah. At the moment, what other evidence do you need?
I think to be, you see, for us, yeah. All right, I'm not even this. I don't want to sound like I'm sticking up for them, but I want them to get it right. Do you get what I'm saying? I want them to not rush into things just because the public outcry and then fuck up. Because you see the thing with evidence, you see the thing with law. I can only speak about English law, yeah. But enough man bust case because
on a technicality,
because procedures were broken.
Yeah.
So if you bust a case, but you're guilty as sin, but the wrong procedure was, you can get off that case. And I don't want the case to go where they do something out of procedure and he gets away with it because they broke protocol. Does that make any sense? If
I hear what you're saying, but
and that's we got. And the thing is, what we want, everything. Chris has told me this loads of time. Think logically and not emotionally. If they do something that jeopardizes the case because they rush into it and he gets off on a technicality, then it's fucked. And I don't know. And again, I can only speak for the British system. I don't know about American system. But sometimes they have this thing, double jeopardy. You can't get tried for the same thing or some shit like that. I can't remember. But if they do get it right, I want them to get it right. I want the prosecutors to get it right. I want, if there's a lawyer out there that wants to take on this case for free, go and do that. You know what I mean? Someone sensible who knows, like a Johnny Cochran kind of sensible that knows the system inside out. Take on the case and do it properly. We want this man to die in jail. We don't want to rush into it and he gets off on a technicality or they do something good. You know what I mean? They play the system. It's their game, you know. Well said. We need someone that can beat them at their own game. Well said. You know what I mean? But look, we don't. Yeah, we like. Rest in peace to George.
Rest in peace to George Floyd.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man.
Let's come with some lights.